Hello everyone, it's our Friday update here from City Hall, and yesterday was not a really great day here in the United States as well as Kentucky. There were more deaths attributed to COVID yesterday in the United States than any other day since this pandemic started. The same thing was said about Kentucky. Yesterday over 50 people passed away as a result of COVID. The highest single day up till then was 38. Right here in Nelson County, our numbers are rising. We have over 20, I think at least 22 now. We've had 2 just in the last couple of days. And so the point of that is, it's now not even enough to talk about how many cases we're having. It's now how many deaths we're having. And we're seeing the results of these last 2 weeks in the spike in hospitalizations and the number of cases. It's kind of a direct result of the Thanksgiving holiday. People traveled, people got together. Some people didn't do large gatherings, some people did. And so this week and late last week, we start feeling the effects of that Thanksgiving holiday. So with that said, Christmas is coming up next week. And we've just got to do the things that they've been asking us to do to avoid more spikes. And that is, you need to avoid large gatherings. If you don't need to travel, you don't travel. Continue to wear your mask and continue to social distance and do what you can, because it's the decisions that we make, those of us as individuals, those that we made 2 weeks ago at Thanksgiving and those that we'll make next week, that's going to impact the number of cases and unfortunately the rise in the number of deaths, or not have a rise in the number of deaths going forward. So we have to do our part to change this. The vaccine news is good news. It's starting to come be shipped to all parts of the country. Kentucky's gotten some of their ships. But that alone, these initial shipments, is not a magic bullet to stop all this. We still have to wear our mask and social distance and do our cleansing. Fortunately, the governor announced yesterday that the shipments will continue in other parts of the state. The first shipments obviously went to the larger areas, the larger hospitals. We're hopeful here in Nelson County that we will get our first shipments here by the end of the year and start the vaccination process in phase 1. We've done some things to try to help people, switching gears, we've done some things to try to help people with their bills here at City Hall. And again, I would just encourage people whose bills, maybe their payments are in arrears, contact us, try to make arrangements so that we don't have to do any disconnects. Work with Community Action. They've got some funds available to help people who are behind in their utility payments. And we want to work with you. We do not want to disconnect people, particularly in the winter months. So there are some options there. Take advantage of them. Other things going on in the city. As many of you have been driving around, you've seen we've had a lot of the streets kind of under repair. Not the streets themselves, but we've been doing a lot of water and sewer line upgrades and putting in new fire hydrants and repairing old fire hydrants. Had a number of streets tore up in the more mature sections of our town. Happy to report that work is about to be finished. We hope we're going to be done by Christmas. We just have to kind of finish the paving now and dressing up some of the grass areas where we have put in new hydrants and installed new meters. And the end result of all this is going to be much better and safer water service and sewer service to our residents and to our businesses in those areas. We appreciate everybody's cooperation. We know it's not been easy to work around and a disruption and the inconvenience, but the good news is we've got a lot of crews working, and they're working as much as they can with the weather conditions like they are to get this work completed. Big news this week here at City Hall and the City Council is the council voted a Phase 3 relief package here for businesses. Particularly involved are the businesses that were identified by the governor's most recent closure orders, the restaurants, the bars, and the local gyms. They were, as you know, the indoor dining was shut down for 3 weeks. Capacities at the gyms were cut back, and obviously bars were pretty much had to close too, except for outdoor service. The council voted a package of grants that people could apply for here in Bardstown that own those businesses or manage those businesses for grants up to $3,000. You can take advantage of that by going online at the city's website and filling out the application and submitting it to us, and then we hope to be able to get those funds out to people after the first of the year. The other thing we've done is we agreed to make a grant to the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry, and that was a $5,000 grant. They are seeing an increase with the number of people they serve at the food pantry, particularly because we know many people are financially struggling right now. Many people have been laid off, many people have had their hours cut, many people have been forced to stay home and miss work because of COVID, and just a lot of things are driving those numbers up at the food pantry. So we here at the city want to help our residents who need those services by providing some funding to help with that effort. So we're just trying to do our part to make things work better here in our community. It's been a very difficult year, and we hope now with the vaccine that things will start getting more back to normal over the course of the next probably 6 months before we really see things get back to normal. So next week, it'll be Christmas on Friday, so you probably won't see me on Christmas Day. Just want to wish everybody a safe and happy holiday, and please make good decisions over this next holiday season, Christmas and New Year's, so that we can keep this virus under control and take advantage of the vaccines as they get out. So have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.